Not many robotic companies can attract millions of internet followers, but not many companies produce bots quite like Boston Dynamics. Each time the business releases new footage of its machines, it creates a stir across the internet. Whether it's a human-like bot hopping around or a pack of robots that tow a truck, Boston Dynamics machines are quite the thrill. In its latest display of engineering excellence, the company released a dog-like bot named Spot. In today's video, we will be taking a look at the internet's most famous robot dog, and why Boston Dynamics is changing history by making them. A few years ago, when Boston Dynamics began releasing videos of Spot, a nimble, small, four-legged robot, the public was fascinated. In the videos, the sturdy dog-like bot was seen opening a door with ease, hauling a large truck, climbing up and down stairs, and even dancing to Bruno Mars. The Terminator-style quadruped offered a futuristic glimpse of robotic potential that many online viewers found exciting. Spot's 2019 launch video has been viewed nearly 12 million times, and the dance videos have been seen almost 2 million. Spot is 83 centimeters tall and weighs only 70 pounds. It can perform a number of functions, including moving through rough land with ease, while also being small enough to be used indoors. The unique selling point of Spot is that it can go where other wheeled robots can't, all the while carrying payloads of up to 14 kilograms of inspection equipment. It has a top speed of 1.6 meters per second and a 90-minute runtime with interchangeable batteries. In 2021, Boston Dynamics integrated an arm into its robot dog, known as the Spot arm, with which the machine will have other skills such as closing water taps, making holes to pot plants, picking up clothes from the floor and placing them in the hamper, and it can even write with chalk. So far, the company has developed two models of Spot, Spot Enterprise and Spot Explorer. Spot Enterprise, which is designed for sensing and inspection in dangerous areas, is self-charging, allowing it to collect data on a regular or on-demand basis without the need for human intervention. Spot Explorer is intended for developers who want to explore flexible mobile robots. It can perform activities ranging from industrial inspection to entertainment. It comes ready to operate with payload interfaces and flexible API. But why exactly do we need a cool futuristic robot dog? Sounds like a waste of resources and time, doesn't it? Well, you would be surprised to know that many open-minded and forward-thinking companies have already seen the real-world applications of where and how this robo-dog technology fits in and have started spending their big bucks. The same functional traits that made Spot fascinating to some and terrifying to others caught the interest of the Massachusetts State Police, which became the first law enforcement agency in the United States to put the robotic dog to work. Spot was borrowed by the police in two unnamed events in 2019 to explore the robotic dog's potential in law enforcement applications. The agile 70-pound hound, which can climb stairs, was employed to inspect dangerous locations and assist officers in better identifying dangers at crime scenes, while also keeping them safe. Even NASA has jumped in on the fun and suggested that the four-legged robo-dog could be used to explore the surface of Mars. Researchers suggested that a modified version of the Boston Dynamics dog-like robot Spot would be an excellent replacement for traditional Mars rovers. While Mars rovers have been and are definitely amazing, they're not the most quick nor adaptable little bots. Curiosity, for example, travels at a decidedly unblistering 0.9 miles per hour across parts of the red planet's surface. That's roughly a third as fast as most people walk. The prototype RoboDog, nicknamed OwSpot, is capable of moving 3 times faster than existing rovers. It will be ideal for investigating Martian tunnels, an area of great interest among those planning future manned missions to the planet. The idea is that they're better suited to cover rough terrain and long distances. They could even help map out potential areas for the type of human outpost NASA plans to create on Mars in the future. Over 1,000 potential cave openings have already been discovered in satellite pictures of Mars. Humans may be able to shelter in caves on such journeys, away from the planet's harsh dust storms, extreme cold, and punishing UV radiation. These locations, on the other hand, are not locations into which the current rovers can be sent. OwSpot's remarkable intelligence and exploration abilities will allow Earth-bound scientists to determine whether the caves can be really of use to the future astronauts. The RoboDog can get down inside such caves, and then it can get itself back out. Besides its basic capabilities, Spot can also use its hardware to further improve communications, safety, and behavior on remote sites. The four-legged robot also comes equipped with a so-called LiDAR, or light detection and ranging technology. Sounds familiar? That's because LiDAR is also used by the latest iPhone 12 range to enhance the smartphone's AR features.
The cool thing about LiDAR systems is that it sends out lasers that bounce back, allowing them to measure distance. The returning beams are analyzed by an algorithm to create 3D representations of surrounding objects, a key technology for machines to understand its environment. This allows Spot to intelligently choose between numerous forward paths, making it a significantly more versatile tool than existing rover technology. The majority of what rovers do is pre-programmed routines. Improvisation requires connecting with a human controller back on Earth, some 22 minutes away as the signal flies. Spot also gets communication modules along the way, to keep its command people informed of its activities below the surface. Another fun feature is that it can hike around obstacles and stand up if it falls over. Sounds cool, doesn't it? The idea of sending Spot to Mars could become a reality sooner than you think. Researchers are already putting these plans to the test, equipping the bot with new gear that will help it navigate and plot its surroundings. For now, scientists are doing test runs in tunnels and hallways that are similar to the Martian terrain in California. NASA isn't the only company that sees this robot's potential. Ford reached out to the Boston Dynamics to lease 2 of the 70-pound robots to help them update the original engineering designs for one of the transmission production plants. According to Ford, the plants have undergone a variety of changes since their initial construction. This makes it hard to know if the designs they have match up with the reality of the plants as they exist today. The Spot robots, with their imaging and laser scanning capabilities, will be able to produce highly accurate and detailed maps that Ford engineers can then use to modernize and retool the facility. There are a number of advantages that Ford hopes to realize by using the Spot robots in place of humans to map the facility. Firstly, as we mentioned, the robot dogs are equipped with 5 cameras, laser scanners, and can travel at a constant speed of roughly 3 miles per hour for up to 2 hours. This should save a significant amount of time since the time-consuming process of putting up a tripod with a laser scanner at various places across the building will no longer be necessary. The Spot dogs rove and scan continuously, reducing the time it takes to conduct the facility scan by up to 50%. The information they gather can then be used to form a more complete picture. They may also map areas of the plant that aren't necessarily reachable by people, attempting to do the same job because of their small size and nimble movement capabilities. Ford says that the robot dogs venture into areas with fumes and can fit under things like conveyor belts and such to test air and deem it safe for human habitation. And if you think that is impressive, just wait, because this is just the beginning. Ford is currently conducting a pilot program, and if it works out the way they seem to think it will, you can bet that the manufacturer will expand the program to cover other efforts at more of its production facilities. More recently, Spot got a position as the newest employee at Glencore's Kidd Creek mine. Why, you ask? Well, the robot, which is outfitted with laser scanning device, can be sent in by itself. It can send visuals back to the operator and digitally map an area for a reliable 1.5 hours before it has to be recharged. Thanks to its cameras located on the front, side, and rear, there are also the boring, repetitive tasks that people take for granted and in which they are prone to make mistakes. The robot can be designed to walk around like a shift boss on patrol, inspecting staff and making sure everything is in working order. You might be wondering, what can this 4-legged robot do apart from law enforcement and exploration abilities? Well, a lot more. Spot was also seen alongside soldiers during military exercises carried out by the French army. During a 2-day training exercise, the robot was apparently used for spying. According to insiders, the robots delayed tasks but helped to keep troops safe. They went on to say that one issue was Spot's battery life, which apparently ran out of juice during an exercise that had to be carried out. But Spot's appearance on simulated battlefields raises concerns about how and where Boston Dynamics machines will be used in the future. The company has a long history of building robots for the US Army, but as it expanded into commercial markets, it's distanced itself from military connections. Which is all to say that Spot is delicately exploring a new type of automation, in which smart machines work closely with humans, rather than completely replacing them. Where exactly Spot will go from here is anyone's guess, including Boston Dynamics. But with these first few baby steps, the internet's most popular 4-legged robot dog finally gets to work. Do you think Spot is fascinating or terrifying? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe with post notifications for more videos. See ya!